again a very big welcome to Pinax TV. Today is a very sad day in regards to the news I'm about to break to you. The facts of this particular case and the facts of this particular news tells us all that we need to be very careful, especially those who have clad themselves in white, claiming they are real men of God. A real man of God, as I know, will not lead the wife or the girlfriend to the grave. And in this case, the person that we are about to talk about is no exception. We can call him, perhaps we can label someone a demon, but then his actions and inactions doesn't depict a person who's a real man of God. There's something just going on in Nigeria, and it's very sad. The lady that you see the pictures on the screens, she's a beautiful lady. She's dead, and the fact of the case, as I indicated earlier, points that the person who caused this untimely demise of this beautiful, young, prolific lady is no other than her husband, the person whom this lady have dated for the past 5 years. It's very sad. This pastor shouldn't be walking freely. If it was somewhere in the US, UK, where we all want to emulate them, their systems, and have a better structure in Africa like DS, this man will be behind jail. He will have been charged with murder and manslaughter. But of course, Africa, we always say, let's leave it to God. We'll have a nice meeting in the house. Let's talk about the issue. Then it just dies off. This is very sad. Let me head on straight to the case and then give you more details into this particular issue. Now, information reaching us indicates that this beautiful, young, prolific lady that you see on the screens, this nice lady that you see on the screen, her real name, which I've come to the decks of Pinax, indicates that her name is Miss Sucess Chioma Sunday. That is a beautiful name, Miss Sucess Chioma Sunday. Now, this is what really happened. According to church members and people who have witnessed all of these events unfold, they are claiming the person who caused this death is none other than the man of God who calls himself a real man of God. His name is Rev Dr. Sucess Emeka Sunday. Rev Dr. Sucess Emeka Sundays. And apparently, he owns a church called the Life Transformation Praying Ministry in Akwakuma, Owerri State, in Owerri State. And the facts also go on to tell us more that these duo, talking about Rev Dr. Sucess Emeka and Chioma Sunday, have been dating for the past 5 years. But just last year, 2020, they got engaged. They started planning their whole marriage. But in the process, Chioma became pregnant. Chioma, in this question, her age is 32 years, and she became pregnant. Then this pastor, whose name is Rev Dr. Sucess Emeka Sunday, became very furious. What he did, according to him, he said it's not right to sleep with a woman whom you've not wedded. Apparently, he was sleeping with a woman whom he has not wedded. And when the outcome came, which was a pregnancy, he was running away, and he insisted that Chioma abort the baby because their wedding is underway. And if the church people should just do the calculation and the tabulation to realize that all this while the woman was pregnant before because if they married in somewhere, if they should marry somewhere in 2020 or early 2020, and just after the marriage, next 2 months, the woman gives birth, it tells you clearly that they had sex before they married. The timing of it is wrong. So this man saw this, and according to him, the woman's pregnancy is going to bring a curse onto. He's going to bring a burden, and at the same time, he's also going to destroy his church's legacy and all that he's built from the scratch. So this man forced this particular beautiful, young, prolific lady Chioma to abort the child. The lady said no. Now, apparently, the man became furious and said no, he can't let this happen. So what he did was the evil thing that led to the death of this young lady. According to a family of the deceased, he claimed that the pastor once that's the pastor Sunday, invited Chioma over on the fateful day of February 24th, 2021. And when she invited Chioma believed they are dating, she's pregnant. She sees that her wedding is underway. But then this man of God gave Chioma a drink, not knowing this drink was laced with a drug. Immediately, Chioma took this drug. She became very unconscious. And immediately after that, Pastor Sunday was able to take hold of this lady, forcefully put her in the car while she was unconscious, took her to the doctor, and told the doctor to terminate her pregnancy. According to Pastor Sunday, upon reaching the doctor, because he confessed himself, upon reaching the hospital and telling the doctor to abort the baby, the doctor made it clear that he can't abort the baby because the state that the lady is in, and it's not very good for the doctor, he being a doctor, to perform such a very delicate abortion process, which perhaps might claim the life of the lady. But then Pastor Sunday, Rev Dr. Sucess Emeka Sunday, insisted that the doctor indeed abort this child or perform the operation. So much pressure. Doctor succumbed to the words of the pastor and performed the operation. And as it went on and on, later on, when Chioma became a little bit conscious, or during the process that she was not even conscious, she started vomiting blood, and the doctor also wanted to stop still, but then still Reverend Dr. Sunday insisted that the operation or the abortion be performed, and in the process the lady died. Let me read what is here. So during the procedure, Chioma reportedly started vomiting blood, and the doctor advised the deceased to be taken to FMC. At FMC, Reverend Sunday allegedly registered his fiancée with a different name and then called the family member to let them know she was ill. Chioma reportedly died before her family could intervene. This is a very sad thing. So after the doctor realized the whole thing was not going on well, and then told the pastor to take the lady, the beautiful young lady, to FMC. The pastor took the beautiful young lady, which is his fiancée, to FMC, and then he changed the name of the deceased, and later on called on the family that their daughter was very ill and they needed to attend to her. In the process, the lady died. This is very sad. Now, we want you to watch an excerpt of the video. But before then, somebody is asking what is happening. This man has committed this crime. What is being done to him? Information which came out earlier indicated the family actually did an investigation. They realized they made the man confess his sins. He confessed it, and the family initially ordered for his arrest. But then they also went home, sat down, and said she's dead. There's no reason to pursue this case further. And then all that they want the man to do is to honor the lady who is dead and perform her rights or her marriage rights. Even though she's dead, they want the man to marry the corpse in order to honor the dead lady who was innocent and who was killed by this very, very wicked man. So the family actually orchestrated and made it possible for this man to be released. And this man was released, and he did the necessary, whether the corpse, perform all the marriage rites. The sad part of it all was that he was seen in a video, which I'll be showing to you very soon, putting dust and burying the lady. How can somebody, do such a bad thing? At the end of the day, he's just walking freely, scot-free. Now, one thing I have here is that Rev Okoye, who happened to be one of the family's PRO, in a statement that he released, he's saying that an autopsy showed that there was a drug in the system and showed the pastor had allegedly tried to perform an abortion on her by himself while she was unconscious before eventually taking her to the hospital. So let me get this straight. Even here, we are it's so sad. Even here, we are being told that the doctor wanted or even performed the abortion himself. He didn't take the lady to the hospital, as I was saying that he insisted the doctor should even perform the abortion at the hospital. He even started the process in the house. Pastor who has turned into a doctor. Well, his name is Reverend Doctor, so we don't know if he's indeed a real doctor or just any doctor per se. But then he started performing the abortion at home. When he failed, he took her to the hospital, and then the unfortunate happened. So let's have a video of what happened during the process. We have seen some of the live pictures on the screen, but I want to show you pictures of all of these things, a little bit of it, and then we'll take it from here. That is what you see. He's walking as if he's a celebrity, obviously like Davido, wearing his spectacles and acting as if nothing has happened. What is happening? What is the Nigerian government doing about this? What is the federal authorities, the law, the people who know the law, the police, those in power, what are they doing about these things? The question you should be asking yourself is, what if it was your daughter? If the lady insisted she was not going to perform the abortion, you could have left her. It's not by force to carry something that you don't want, but to save your own face and shame, you went ahead and this lady is there. Justice need to be done. We don't need to sit home and say we'll talk about this matter. In law, there's a popular adage which says justice delayed is justice denied. I hope somebody hears this and takes on this case, because it could be my sister, it could be your sister, it could be our friend, it could even be our daughter. We'll give you more update. Thanks so much for sticking around.